bro, it's a show, bro. Everybody's gonna follow, bro.
Hold on, please. Before y'all go, boss man, if you could just be brief so they can go. Do you have anything you could compare to this?
To Deion?
Right, meaning like what he's done with Colorado. Like, do we have anything that can compare to that?
Not at all, because no one was expecting this. And he lived up to all the hype. He lived up to all the hype. I haven't seen anything like this. The closest thing I saw to something like this was LeBron out of high school. That's it.
Right.
That's the closest thing that I saw.
Wow. And remember, boss man, y'all need to really understand. Like you said, boss man, you'd have been around Pee-wee, like you've been around the height of everything. Remember, you're a big baseball guy, so you know about the Yankees and their heyday. You saying, let me get this correct. This is bigger than that?
Oh, no question about it.
No question about it.
No question. Bro. This man had a concert. This man had a concert at the game. Think about it. And when I mean concert, he brought all the stars out. They flew from wherever they was at, private planes, their buses and all that stuff to come see this man. You know how much money they made in Colorado that week?
1.2 mil.
No, he made 1.2 million off the shades.
Right. That's
off the shade. Yeah.
Off the shades. 1.3 million. It was 1.3 million made off the shades alone.
Wow.
So have I?
It's like everywhere Deion like go, bro. It's crazy.
All right, hold on, please. Go ahead, y'all. I want y'all to get in this. Y'all thoughts, remember, y'all young and right now the young youth, y'all run the world. Please, y'all thoughts on what Deion Sanders is doing.
Say that again.
I'm saying, y'all young, and right now the world is about how y'all youngins is running the world. I want y'all opinion, because remember, Bossman OG is like he said, there's been great moments in sports history, but we ain't seen nothing like this. What is y'all thoughts on this?
Bro, it's just incredible, bro. I ain't gonna lie, Deion made me watch college football again, bro. I swear to God. He made me watch college football again.
The school made $18 million the first week. Colorado made $18 million the first week.
But I'm not gonna say
about the 3 games the first week.
I'm not gonna say I didn't expect this to happen, because if you've been watching, like if I've been watching him since he was in high school, and then in Jackson State, y'all should already know what's going on. That's why I'm not surprised at all.
Wow. But you're not surprised about the hype, what he's doing for Colorado?
No, I'm not. I'm not surprised at what he's doing over there, because I've been watching him I've been watching him coach his son since he was in high school, since he was high school coach, and then at Jackson State, then Colorado. It's like
they made their money back already.
There, and he's still doing the same thing. It's like it's not unexpected in my point of view. Right. It's not. This is expected. This is what he's been doing. It's just that nobody gave him a chance to. Now that he got the opportunity and chance to, everybody gonna see. Like everybody want to go to Colorado. Everybody want to go play for Deion. He let everybody play their position.
Hold on,
you gotta be ready yourself.
Hold on, I've never watched college football in my life. Every week I look forward to watching Deion in Colorado. That's a fact.
I swear to God, bro.
But look what he did, though. You gotta look at the coaches he have on his team.
Warren Sapp, yeah.
He got coaches that play with Alabama. He got head coaches who wanted to be in that circle of him. That says a lot about him, man.
NFL stars coaching his players, bro.
Yes.
Hold on, hey Fish, Love Sleep. I'm gonna bring y'all up. Give me a minute. I'm gonna show everybody love tonight. Hold on, let's get my guy, the Bookie King, the one that he makes all the right bets.
Bookie King.
Right, you over there because we got the Bookie guard. You might be the Bookie King.
Yeah.
Please, I want your thoughts because you sitting there real quiet. Please tell me what your thoughts about Deion, man, in Colorado. Forget the betting, forget the bets and all that. I'm just saying purely sports. Your thoughts on Deion right now?
For me, I'm not surprised. I've been watching him from Jackson State for 3 years.
Okay.
Like you said, the first time he came to Colorado. Listen, y'all can go up into the portal. Y'all don't want to play hard. I got my baggage coming from other schools. He said it right then and there. Colorado was a one-win team last 4 years. Nobody knew who Colorado was till Deion came in. He made that way better in 1 year. They progressed all the way, all their sales and won in 3 games than they did the whole 20 years. Just being there, just him alone, coaching, his name alone, plays he's bringing in, recruiting wise, everything.
Listen,
when you can actually bring superstars of all phases of life to come watch a football game, and some of these guys never watched a football game in their life, a college football game in their life, or ever been to a college football game, to actually come there to watch Colorado, man, a white state.
Hold on, boss man. S. Flocka, listen, y'all. Follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna bring all y'all up. Everybody gonna get the show love. Look, he said, "Can I please get on? I'm real passionate about this topic." Y'all know the platform. We show everybody love. You will get on here. Everybody gonna get on here and show they love to Dion and get to speak their piece. I got you. So just hold tight. I got you. Don't worry about it. Flea, Fish, y'all already know I got y'all. Go ahead, boss man. I'm sorry.
No, but I was just, going back what Bookie said. That's all, man. It's just I'm just so happy that he's doing it the right way. He's not cutting no corners. Everything is up front. He's an open book. He's transparent with everything he's doing. It ain't no secret to anything. Right. He's letting the guys know, like, it's straight ahead. Listen, you want to be here? You can be here. But what I'm saying, though, it's just, like you said, I watch college football sometime on Saturdays, whatever it may be.
Right.
But I mean, think about it. We don't watch no college football at 10 o'clock at night.
Definitely don't.
That shit ended 1 in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why
think about it. We stayed up to watch that game. I mean, even though it's a 2-hour difference from there, it was 8 o'clock there, 10 o'clock here. But to actually watch the whole game instead of having to work the next morning, nah, man, that was historical, man. That was just plain marvelous.
Hold on, boss man. Everybody, I gotta show my brother Stop some love. Best juice bar in Harlem, 132nd 8th Avenue. We right here live. Go watch the football game. We gonna talk. We gonna yell. We gonna argue. The juice bar's called Juice. JUICED. 132nd and 8th Avenue, Harlem. Young black brother doing this thing, man. Please show some love. Now, I need a couple of y'all. Y'all can come back on. I want to try to bring some new people on. So they could talk about this topic, man. But I appreciate y'all, bro. Stay in the comments. Everybody, share the love, follow all platforms. Hold on, let me get this guy here. He said he's real passionate. So let's see what he gonna say. Hold on.
Yo, how y'all feel about Shiloh?
I'm just a big Dion fan, man. I like what he's doing. I've been following him since college, since Jackson State, man. My idol, man.
Now you said you're very passionate. You got a lot to say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you the floor for 3 minutes, right? Because we show love to everybody. Tell us how inspiring and how important Dion is to sports and to the world today.
Yeah, he real inspiring because I had found out about Dion and his coaching aspects when I had 2 years ago. I seen him on TikTok. I'm 18. I seen him on TikTok. And then I'm like, dang, he's speaking some real stuff. He let you be you, let you be yourself, let you ball out. Man, anybody want to play with a coach like that. I just been rocking with him ever since. He according to the culture.
Right. You don't mind me asking, where you from?
I'm from New York.
We're at New York. Come on, we in home.
Rochester. Rochester.
Okay, nice. Big shout out Rochester.
Big shout out.
So like you said,
Rochester.
Right, big shout. So you said you 18 and Dion got an impact on your life already at that young age.
Yeah. And I've been watching some highlights on me. I definitely rock with him.
Yes. Hey man, big shout out to you.
I don't even watch football. I don't watch none of that.
Right,
I don't watch the Bills. I don't watch none of that. I watch Colorado though.
Look, that's the impact that I'm talking about with Dion.
Dion,
People ain't watching
bro.
it for football, they watching it for Dion, and the world need to take notice, and we all need to get behind them and support, because we got one brother that we know for a fact is there for us. Yeah. And that's prime time.
Think about if it was everybody. Think about if it was all of us, bro, doing that.
Come on, bro.
That's
crazy, bro.
That's what I try to preach here on this platform. Imagine if we all just show love and support each other. Bro, what Dion is doing, I'm 45 years old.
It's the
I ain't
right
never
thing,
seen
bro.
no shit like that.
Everybody on the way.
I ain't never seen this.
Everybody's on
celebrities.
Everybody's on the Colorado wave, bro.
Celebrities, entertainers, everybody popping up for Deion.
Yo, bro, he had The Rock. Forget Lil Wayne performing. He had The Rock and Gronk.
I was just about to say that. Oh boy, he had The Rock on TV with him, bro. What?
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
He don't come outside for nobody, bro.
Yo, if it ain't Colorado football, it ain't nothing. I ain't watching.
Nigga, Master P was outside.
Come on, my nigga. Hey, yo, I'm gonna be real. Deion is so strong right now. To get a flight to Colorado, you got to get approved by Deion. You might get a flight to Colorado.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. The Deion show is in effect, bro.
I guarantee you can't. Look, you can try to book a flight for next year. They might tell you, we got to get in contact with Deion first. We going to call you back. I'm telling you.
Shador,
I'm telling you.
like that, too. Shador,
both his sons like that.
Yeah, for sure.
They've been laughing at me. All I said was, right now, best quarterback in college football. I ain't talking about the future. I ain't talking about last year. I'm talking about right now. We got a young black man, best quarterback in college football.
Fact.
I ain't rooting for nobody else. Fact.
Nah, yeah. Shador, best quarterback in college right now. Hands down.
I see you down there making the face. Go ahead. Say what you want to say.
Yeah.
Hands down. Best. Who better than him?
Remember,
You gonna say Caleb?
he is in the Pac-12. So
He is.
I have yet. I like Colorado, but it's gonna be. I got to see what he do against the SEC defenses.
He got more yards than Caleb.
It's a different level, different conferences.
Okay, respect. But until that happens,
yes,
I'm going with what's right now. Yeah, listen, I'm older than all y'all. I'm over that. Yo, they in this conference, or KD play. I don't care about none of that. I'm in the moment. You play who's in front of you.
Yeah,
you can't pick the conference. Shador can't go, I want to play in this conference. He went with his pop. They in that conference. He's playing at a high level. He's playing the best football in college football right now, hands down.
They just beat, bro. Y'all keep forgetting, bro. They just beat the national runners up, bro. That's a great feat.
And, hold on, and look at hold on, y'all, because I want to bring some more people on. Look at the emotion of that game. Colorado State was headhunting.
Yeah,
headhunting.
Sure, dirty.
Colorado was playing from down. Came back and was like, come on, bro.
Travis Hunter out for 3 weeks now, bro.
Picking apart defenses. Looking off coverage.
Come on, bro.
Travis Hunter out for 3 weeks.
So, fellas, my guy from Rochester, man, I appreciate you. You got the last word, man. Like I said, I'm going to follow you. Please follow all platforms. Be show number love up here. Like I said, we in Harlem, Hunt 32nd and 8 Juice Ball. But my brother, Rochester's in the building. You got the last word. 15 seconds. What you got to say, my brother?
Man. All I'm going to say is, man, number 11 for Colorado State, man, they robbed us of a show against Oregon and USC, man. All right, y'all.
Y'all heard it first. My brother, have a good one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now, fellas, I'm going to need y'all two to drop off so I can bring some other people
I'm about
on.
to get off.
Yeah, and then later on, I can bring everybody back up. But I want to try to, today I want to try to show some love.
Bet.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. My dude, I'll see y'all in a bit.
Yes,
Stay
sir.
in the comments, share the live. Deion Sanders, the best thing since sliced bread right now is all the sports. I don't care what sport you talking about. We at the Juice Ball, too. Had my ICI bowl. I might be saying it wrong, too. I don't even care. Yeah, good money. Nah, let's don't do that. Please, hold on. Let everybody come on so I can get, hold on.
Yo, what's good?
My brother, what up? There go the OG. Hold on for y'all go. Fish, what up? Hold on. Please, I just want to say this. That's my son's favorite player. On YouTube, on his phone, all day he watching Leaky Room. So what you just did was legendary.
I appreciate that, OG.
I gotta get that to you.
Let baby ALLBALL go check that interview out. Let him check it out. Whenever.
And you got him before he had a game, so it just goes to show you how legendary you are. So big shout out to you.
Yo, I appreciate that. Yo, Fish, what's up, brother? OG in the corner, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man.
What's good, baby?
Yo,
what's going on?
Ain't nothing.
What's up, little bro?
Ain't nothing, my brother. Yo, real fast, I'm gonna jump off ALLBALL because I know you rotating everybody, but real quick, man, what Deion is doing right now is super duper inspiring, right? Like He's bringing a. I just like when shit brings us together, whatever it is, like whatever it is, right? Because we lack. I mean, that's a whole nother conversation, but we lack in unity so much that when shit like this brings us together, like you just gotta enjoy this type of shit, right? You just gotta enjoy this type of shit. He's putting these young brothers in position to be seen, to be recognized, to be noticed, and they handling their business on the field, right? Nobody thought that they would be 3-0. Nobody thought that they would be playing at this high of a level so early in the season. So I'm just I'm excited about it. We was in the club Saturday night, but niggas was glued to the TV. We wasn't even worried about nothing that was going on over there. Strictly glued to the TV to show Dion some love. I want to ask a question real fast, and I'm gonna jump out. And I know Fish is going to probably go crazy over this. So here we go. They 3-0 right now. We love it. They lose to Oregon. They lose to Oregon next week. How are we feeling?
It'll be disappointing, but you win and you lose.
I feel that Fish, but we on such a high right now. That's
the problem, because what you're seeing from Colorado is what you see from a new team. You see the offense put up a lot of points, and you see the offense struggle. You see the defense trying to figure it out in the first half, and they figure it out in the second half. You seeing all of the ups and downs. Every game's not going to be the same. You know what I'm saying? Every game's not going to be the same. So they're figuring out how to win in real time. They're figuring out as they play.
Right. Nobody has any film on them. Right? There's no film. There's no game. You know, you can't really. It's hard to game plan for these guys because nobody has seen them yet. I'm just concerned with, you know, once the party is over, once some adversity hits.
But hold on, Flea. Hold on, Fish. Hold on. Let Leon. I know you pacing right. Flea, don't go nowhere, Leon. Yeah. I'm done. Your thoughts on what's going on with Deion Sanders in Colorado?
Well, I'll tell you, it is amazing that they won more games now than they won all last year, so it's already a plus. But the thing that I'm concerned that no one's talking about, the elephant in the room that's always being glossed over every year. More people watch that game than the Rose Bowl, the Cotton Bowl, and the Fiesta Bowl. All those games. That game was the most watched college game since the championship game last year. But the thing that I want people to start talking about more is the fact that everybody's getting paid but the players. It's time to start letting these college players make some of this money that everybody else is making.
Wow.
These programs are getting rich off of the back of these kids, and these kids are not getting a dime.
Hold on, Leon.
Right now, you had 20 million people. You have 20 million people who want to watch this kid play every Sunday. He's not getting any of this revenue. That's the part of this that we have to start talking about.
Hey, hold on, Flea. Fish, I want you to respond to that, Fish, because you're in that world heavy. Your thoughts on what Leon just said, Fish?
Yeah, I mean, they're getting their NIL deals. And honestly, the NIL deals they're getting is bigger than what they would normally get because of who their coach is.
But
they're not getting any of the revenue. No, that's the disappointing thing.
That's probably a lot more money.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Absolutely.
Stay there. Hold on, because I see the comments, right? Y'all gotta remember the NIL deals and the players are getting paid, yes, but y'all gotta understand nobody's going to get paid like the top couple players. No. I get what Leon is saying.
Everybody on the team is not getting. You got 70. If you got 70 guys on the team, 70 guys ain't getting the NIL.
That's a fact. And everybody's not getting equal either. OG.
No,
everybody shouldn't get equal, but everybody should get paid. Once again, Colorado made $18 million its first week. Go ahead, Leon. Finish your
Listen. Minor league baseball players on average make about $75,000 a year. Minor league baseball players.
Okay.
Some some of them are 15 and 16 years old, 17 years old. Haven't even. These grown men have lives. Some of these guys are 20 years old with kids, and then if they take $25 from somebody, they can mess around and lose their whole college scholarships, kicked off teams, banned from playing. Everybody's making money except the actual product, and that has to stop sooner or later. And it's college basketball the same way. It's time for these kids to get some kind of compensation for the fact that people are making so much money off of them. College football is right behind NFL football in total revenue. College football makes more revenue than NBA.
That's a fact.
And the
part of the revenue they are getting.
The product itself gets. Some of these players, they get a scholarship, they get an education. It's not that it's meaningless that what they're getting, but the bottom line is presidents of these programs are making $8, $9 million a year. Deion's probably getting about $7, $8 million a year to coach him. And the talent, his son, is getting free education.
Stay there. Fish, your thoughts. Go ahead, Fish. Respond.
Part of the revenue that they're getting, and it's not a big part, but it's a part, is the thing that O'Bannon did, and the thing that the football players from Northwestern did, was they stopped the name and likeness on the EA Sports Day.
You're talking about O'Bannon?
So in order for EA Sports
from UCLA?
Yeah.
The O'Bannon brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. They were the ones that initially started this, because they weren't able to use their name and likeness on the EA Sports college football game. They wasn't getting paid off that. In order for EA Sports to bring the game back, which they did, every player is getting a percentage of that game.
They banned it. They banned the payment. The college football, they went with their lobbyists, and they pretty much banned players getting anything from the EA, even from EA.
They didn't, because they're bringing that was the condition of them being able to bring the game back.
Yeah, but they're not going to get paid for it. If you read the agreement, they're not going to get paid until they're out of college.
Yeah, that's true.
They can't get paid while they're there. Well, so if you're a 20-year-old or 19-year-old who made a mistake and had a son, not a mistake, but what happened. You got a son, and you got to find ways to support him. You're being hampered. You got people who have graduated from college, had left college playing college football for 4 years, and didn't get a job right away, living in shelters. You got college football players, who leave college, the ones who ain't superstars, who get these big checks. And they've been a part of a university making a whole lot of money for 4 years.
Yeah.
So, fellas,
because everybody's not getting the NIL deal. Everybody's not getting the.
They're not.
Hold on, Fish. I want Flea to go first. Fish go second. Leon go last, because Leon brought up this topic. Flea, your thoughts. Now that they have the NIL deals in place, what else could they do to kind of secure a little bit better with the other players that like everybody's not Shador, but you may have some players on that team that's solid, that contribute just as well. How could they fix this problem, or could it be fixed?
I don't think it's an easy fix. That's number one. I don't think it's an easy fix, but I do think that there are enough people in place, there are enough smart minds in place to put something in place where these kids get something, right? Like Leon, like OG was just saying. Leon was just saying that there's guys on that team that played on the O-line, right? That are just regular guys. You never know their name, right? But they were a hell of a player on the O-line, but didn't get an NIL deal, and obviously didn't get no money from the school. So now they graduate. They might have not been good enough to play on Sundays. They're not going to get drafted. So now they got to figure out what life looks like going forward after playing 4 years at Alabama. Playing 4 years at Alabama, they pumped all this money into this university, and I didn't get a dime of it because I was good enough to play Division I, but I wasn't good enough to market, right? The NIL deals is like the reason they're getting NIL deals is because now you have to like market. If Gatorade gives you a deal, you got to be all in with Gatorade, right? So I think that there's enough people in place that they can figure out something. You know, kids get stipends, kids get per diem. There needs to be a added level of compensation for the kids that just missed the mark on being, you know, quote unquote superstar level players on the college level, because those are the only ones that's really getting a dollar right now.
And it's unfortunate because it's taking this long to even get an NIL deal.
Right. Fish.
Because you got to think now, O'Bannon brought it up years ago, and then you had Northwestern's football team brought it up. That was part of the creating the deal.
You know what?
So you can imagine how much longer. Imagine how much longer.
Imagine this: until 1990, you had to play all 4 years of college before you can even get drafted. Imagine that.
College what?
You couldn't go out after your freshman year. No matter how good you were, you had to play 4 years of college to go into the NFL.
The NFL? Yeah. Oh yeah.
Until 1990. Until 1990.
Yeah, and then they cut it down to 3 years.
I'm gonna jump out.
Yeah. So I mean,
but the difference was everybody's not. Everybody, is that me? That's that feedback.
I don't know.
No. I'm in a juice ball, so you know it's a little bit of action.
Okay.
Going on, a little bit of finish. So go ahead, go.
So what I'm saying is like
part of the reason why is how many college football players are ready to take the physical punishment after their freshman year? You know,
not many.
Not many. So which is why it was easier for them to allow college basketball players to come out after their freshman year, even though they normally would go to their junior year. It was easier for them to make the transition because it's not as physical a play. But I can't imagine how long it's going to take for everybody, because you got to understand, when you talk about NIL deals, think about how many sports are at a college, and then you think about how many kids you're trying to get some sort of money for. Men and women. That's a lot of.
Here's what I have a problem with the whole system. It's just like an NBA and NFL. The TV package that they get in the television program is revenue sharing. Everybody gets an equal amount from that.
Yeah.
The same in these big conferences. That's why teams are starting to move into more popular conferences conferences and stuff. Pac-10, Southern West. They're moving these conferences. Once you're in there, you're guaranteed an equal share of revenue, no matter whether you win 10 games or once. The schools make these deals all with ESPN and all these other sports networks. Everybody's getting money out of these deals except the players, and that really, after a while, I mean, soon, it's going to show that the best players aren't even want to do it no more. They're not even going to go to college. They're going to go and start playing in these junior leagues that they're building up around in Canada and other places. They're going to play their first couple of years out of high school there, and then find a way into the NFL. Because, I mean, it's hard to work for free. It's hard to work for free, especially when you got responsibility.
It's hard to create a football league. It's hard to create something outside of the NFL and Canada because you got a lot of moving parts. You talk about insurance, and you got all these things, and then you got to have people with the financial backing, because they always throw out, well, why doesn't this guy buy a team, or why doesn't that guy buy a team? Well, it's like Chris Rock said one time, you know what? I'm black rich, they wealthy. Them owning those teams, them teams is a toy. It's monopoly money for them. It's got, because a guy owning a football team got nothing to do with how he made his money. So it's hard. It's hard to. That's why the XFL and the USFL. That's why those leagues only pay but so much, because when they try to pay more, you taken away from somebody else's check.
So hold on, hey Turbo, get in this conversation, man. Your thoughts, like I said, you see what we talk about. Big shout out, Joy.
Joy, yes, you in the building.
Big shout out, my guy Zelly in the building, man. But Turbo, your thoughts. Hey, hold on, hey Zelly, you ain't been to the juice bar in a minute. Pull up, man. Stop playing games.
Somebody tell Joy to stop the cowboy cap. because maybe this is my recollection, but the Cowboys and the 49ers ain't won a Super Bowl since Dion played. So they in the same boat.
Leave it at that. Hold on.
So I'm gonna leave it at that.
Right. We're gonna get to that type of talk, but let Turbo get in this Turbo, get in this conversation with the Deion Sanders thing, man. And like if they saying with the kids not getting paid enough.
Well, I want to get much respect to you guys, you OG. I love like I said, love the platform. You know what I mean? But I agree with everybody. I agree with everybody say. But before I get into like college players getting paid and all that stuff, I gotta salute Deion Sanders. Listen. I watched a little bit of college football time to time. It's interesting. If it's a good game, I will watch it because I like to see some of the talent that's coming out. But overall, what Deion is doing, he's changing the game in college football. You see a lot of these white coaches, a lot of like Alabama, they getting nervous. Alabama's getting nervous because Deion is going to recruit some players. He is going to recruit and he cares. There's a difference. He cares about these players. You can tell he cares. He cares in general.
I'm gonna tell you.
But
go ahead, Trevor.
Like I said, I think between now and 2 years, Colorado is going to be a team to be reckoned with. They're going to win the national championship because everything that Deion touched turns into gold. Everywhere he's went.
Listen, don't y'all be confused about this. In 2 years, Deion Sanders is going to be coaching the NFL team. Don't get it twisted.
So hold on. Stay there. Wait, Fish. Hold on, stay there. Let me ask y'all a question.
This is just a stage thing.
Hold on, Leo. Let me ask y'all a question. Can that be a package deal? Wherever my son get drafted to, I got to be the coach there?
No team is going to go that far. But yeah, they wouldn't even consider that. But he's going to get talked to after this year. The NFL teams are going to be asking him. He's going to get interviewed this year.
What would
you rather leave? But would you rather leave? But here's the thing: would you rather leave college to go to the pros? I understand there's difference because you get to recruit your own players.
Look,
I get it. The money.
Listen. He didn't leave Jackson State because it wasn't football. He left Jackson State because he was going someplace where the pay was 3 times more, or 4 times more, maybe 10 times more. Yeah. Now next year the NFL paid. If you think you get paid as a college coach, the NFL coaches, some of them are making $15 million a year. I mean, and he's a draw. How many people? If he goes to the right NFL team, people will pay to come watch him coach.
Right.
I mean, that's unheard of. That's unheard of.
Hold on, because Fish is. Hey, Fish, your thoughts on that? You think right? No. Jokes aside, because we know Deion. Listen, he had a song called "Must Be the Money." So let's not ever forget that. And I'm a big Deion guy. I have no problem with that. No. Do you think Deion stays in college or eventually he goes to the NFL?
I don't think he's leaving Colorado. I saw him say the other day he wasn't leaving, but honestly, somebody, I watch your actions. I'm not listening to what you say. But personally, he's always been about kids. Because I saw him before he was coaching high school, because I live in Dallas, so I saw the beginning. Right?
Right.
He's known the running back since he was 7 years old. Right? He's about the kids. He's about molding young men. More so than anything else on the field. And you can see it. The closest thing I've seen to him would probably be Big John Thompson. The way the conversation with the kids is always a hug, and it's always eye to eye, and it's always, I believe in you.
No sugarcoating.
No sugarcoating. This is what it's gonna be, but I'm gonna ride with you till the wheels fall off.
But let me say this real quick.
Well, once you get a certain age, what you consider to be kids changes. A 25-year-old NFL player to Dion now is a kid. He'll gladly start coaching kids in the NFL. He'll
it's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference. I'm not going to say anything I know, but I'm just saying.
Dion will be getting interviewed after this year. If not at the end of this year, at the end of the next year in Colorado, NFL teams will be interviewing Dion for a head coach's job.
He's not taking interviews. He's not taking interviews, so we can take that guarantee. He's not taking interviews next year. He's trying to because you got to think about it. His word is his bond with these kids. His word is his bond. So him taking an interview contradicts everything he's told these kids to this point.
He'll be like the other rest of the coaches.
There's some kids in Jackson.
He's not like any other coach. He's not like any other coach.
Will have a different opinion on that comment you just made. Because there's some kids that went to Jackson. There's some kids that went to Jackson State because Dion was there, and they're still in Jackson State because they weren't good enough to go to Colorado. There's some kids that went to so don't say he a whole bunch of people came to Jackson to play because Dion.
I know you only know what you see on TV. I know why he went to Jackson State in the first place. I know why he got his degree where he got his degree in the first place. And I know how far back it was when he made the decision to coach college football.
But hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I want to read this comment real quick. Big shout my guy Chosen_World. That's family. He said the best high school quarterback was just at his game. They say Dion ain't leaving. Hold on, let me say this. This is my opinion because I love this conversation, right? Share it alive. Follow all platforms. We had the Juice Bar, 132nd and 8th. Juice. My brother Steve always showing love. Let me say this. I think Dion should stay in college football. My opinion, I don't think he should ever coach in the NFL. I think the difference he can make in college and in the world, he won't make that difference in the NFL. Now, I understand, Leon, what you're saying. I agree. Eventually, maybe not right now, but eventually he's going to get some offers because that's how the business and the game goes. Mm-hmm. But I think what he's doing, the difference he's making, I just had a young man on here from Rochester, 18 years old, said he never watched football in his life. He watched it because of Dion. That's what Dion does. And I think he makes that impact if he continues to coach college.
Here's the impact Dion makes that no other coach in college football can make. One of his kids' dad's locked up. He went to the prison to recruit that guy's son and talked to him and said, I got you. I will be the man in your son's life until you come home. Coaches, Dion, you got to understand. Dion, there's nobody other than maybe Kobe Bryant with Dion's charisma that could coach a college athletic team, walk into a coach's house and take his own son. Think about what I said. If Nick Saban had a son who was a quarterback, he could go in Nick Saban's house and take his son. There's no other coach that can do that. There's no other coach that understands us better than Dion.
Listen, I'll say this. I don't know him personally, but I would hope if he got a chance to coach an NFL team, he would take it because the amount of black NFL coaches is ridiculous.
Okay.
The amount of
how many black
NFL coaches that get long-term deals? Mike Tomlin is the only black coach in the NFL that really got to keep his job a long time.
How many black college football coaches can you name? Hold on. Think about this.
You right about
how many
that
black football?
You right about that too.
Yeah,
okay.
It ain't many.
And even if you can name 5, how many of them win and how many of them make a difference?
But also, hold on, y'all. But also, the reason why Mike Tomlin, which is a great head coach, the reason why he's still there, because that's how Pittsburgh conduct business. If Tomlin was anywhere else, he'd have been fired.
Oh,
Pittsburgh like Pittsburgh
like 5 years.
Guys, right? So, but Leon, both of you and Fish, I make great points. Mm-hmm. But I just feel the impact Dion is having in the world, I think it would not be that impactful if he was in the NFL. If he stays in college and continue to do this, just imagine throughout his career if he does this to 2 to 3, 4, 5 schools.
You're leash as a coach, especially as a bad coach in the NFL. Pittsburgh don't fire coaches; they ride them out, right? You go from Chuck Noll to Bill Cowher to Mike Tomlin.
Right.
Think about how many years them dudes, and they all have won, but think about how many years them dudes been coaching.
Yeah. And look what my guy said, Chosen World. He said he would be on a short leash if he went to the NFL. He wouldn't have full control.
Exactly. That's what I was saying earlier. With college, you have full control. You get to recruit the kind of players you want. You saw when he came in, he told them, like, y'all might as well, you know.
He swapped the whole joint out.
Exactly. You can't do that in the NFL.
I would like to, when the next time somebody interviews him, when they ask him, how does he feel about coaching in the NFL? I would like to know. I would like to hear from his mouth. He ain't even considering it, because I can't imagine. I mean, this is the coaches, you know.
Yeah,
but like you said, like it's terrible that we don't have enough black coaches in the NFL and we don't have enough black coaches in college. It is a travesty. It is a travesty.
Yeah,
but
listen, a post just went viral where it was a white reporter, and this was from years ago. I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna put it up. The guy was saying it's a reason for that, because remember, if we start coaching, they ain't gonna have nothing else to do.
Oh, you talking about Jimmy the Greek? You talking about Jimmy the Greek back in the 70s? Was they asked him about, you know, our qualifications. He said, you know, we're not qualified to be the quarterback or the center.
Right.
And he said that we can't swim. He said he went to where he was saying about, you know, how we were bred. The big back buck was we were bred, you know, to make strong babies, and said we're taking over this, and this, and we take over coaching, then there'll be nothing for the white guy to do. That's what got Jimmy the Greek fired from CBS.
Exactly. Look how long ago you said, Fish, that was in the 70s. It just started going viral today, and then now, if you really think about it, hey Leon, that's why. Because once again, if half of us as coaches, we already 70 to 90% already playing, running the joint, they ain't let that go down. But eventually, they're not going to have a choice, because now it comes to, if you're a business owner, are you in it to make money, or are you in it for another reason? Dion bringing everything to the table. So are you not going to have a black coach because of what? If they're bringing in the revenue, if they're helping the program, if they're helping the kids, if they're helping the town and the community. Because right now, Colorado right now is like Times Square. Like I told you, you can't get a flight to Colorado probably till 2025.
I can get a flight.
Fish, come on, man. Hey, Fish, don't be bragging to us. We know that. To come in there, right now, if me, Turbo, and Leon called to go to Colorado next week, you know what they're gonna tell us? We gotta call Dion first.
Hey, drop my name. We can get y'all on campus.
That's why I love you, Fish. But come on, that's what Dion do.
Yeah, I gotta go. I get you next time.
What he's done was he's changed the landscape of college athletics right now. He's changed the landscape of coaching, recruiting, and marketing. And let me tell you what I saw when Ed Reed was trying to get the head coaching job at Southern or Grambling, right? I think it was Grambling. Right. Let me tell you what Ed Reed did one night on Instagram. And only dudes at this level like this or Dion can do this. Ed Reed was on Instagram, and he said, if you want to try out, send me your information. The people in his live, the kids in his live went from 12 to 70,000 in 30 minutes. Wow. And it was everything from 1 star to 5 stars. And he was literally, he would pull up their IBDL, whatever it is on Google or Yahoo, where you can pull up the player and see their highlights. He was doing that while he was in the live. Like like these dudes are changing just even recruiting. Just think about that. Think about how many kids, just because it's Ed Reed on GP, went while watching him on Instagram and started sending him their info that he had 10 guys sitting with him in the office on campus, and they were sitting there just pulling up these dudes' highlights.
Crazy. Come on, bro.
Just on a random Tuesday. Like these dudes are changing the landscape. The marketing, when I said John Thompson, think about it. With everything that was going on in the Big East, everybody was wearing Georgetown start again.
That's a fact.
Not Villanova, not Syracuse. They was wearing the two-tone high top Nikes that look like the low top dunks with Hoyas across the back.
Yes,
Deion took that to a whole nother level. Because his sons and Travis Hunter are wearing his shark cleats. Nike put those back into production just for those guys.
But Fish, look how smart. Listen, look how smart you have to be Deion's age, right? I'm only 45, but you got to remember, some of us old heads, we get in our own way sometimes, right? Deion, being prime time, Deion understands what life is about. You have to be able to live in today. It's a young world. It's a young man, young woman's world. You have to be able to relate.
But you got to think though. My high school teammate Tony Dawson, Stackhouse's brother, went to Florida State.
Right.
So I was down there when they were, they was held. He was 20 and 10. They had George McLeod. Remember Brad Johnson, Tampa Bay?
Sir. Yeah.
He was first man off the bench. And it wasn't no Donovan McNabb shit. He'd shoot.
Right.
So from what I saw from Deion, even that when we the same age, he's the same person he always been. But people our age, we still in the mix.
Yeah.
We still like you look at Deion, Irvin, a couple years older, we still in the mix. We still got our finger on what's going on. We can still relate. That's the scariest dude to have as a head coach. Because he's not posing. He's not faking.
Right.
If Deion walk in that locker room and they see him, that's the same dude that was with the Falcons, Florida State, Dallas. That's the same dude. The age don't matter. He still relates to them, which is why I told you, AllBall, that when I was down there for the Nebraska game, the kids wasn't feeling Stephen A. and they wasn't feeling Shannon because they knew it was a photo op.
Right.
They knew it was a photo op, and they not watching First Take. Why you think they watching podcasts? Why you think they was feeling Lou Young? Why you think all the videos was them and Lou Young?
That's a fact.
Them and Cam. Them and Amari Hardrick. Why you think? Because those dudes, no matter what their age, those kids can still relate to them. They can still relate to those kids. Stephen A. walking through the locker room, them kids weren't paying him no attention.
Imagine.
They was up in the suite. They was up in the suite while everybody else was on the sideline.
Exactly.
That tells you volumes about what they was on when it came through.
Now hold on, Fish. SBK, my God, man, what's going on? How you feeling tonight?
Like a villain. I was gonna ask him, should they have gone for 2, the Rams?
Should that Rams have gone for 2?
Yeah, like because
Well, right now we talking Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Deion Sanders?
Just very just a G as a coach, as a leader, as a
Give us your thoughts on Deion and what he's doing over there in Colorado. Have you ever seen this before?
Huh?
Have you ever seen anything like this before?
No, not in my 20s watching college football.
Wow.
Maybe the closest I've seen as far as college football, as far as like having like the hype in probably the closest I ever seen is probably USC when they had Bush and all of them and all the than them was there. That's probably maybe the closest.
No, I tell you the closest I've seen as far as college football was probably Barry Switzer. See, Pete Carroll could relate to the kids, but he was still a square. Barry Switzer not only used to wear a mink coat to the games, my boy, who was the quarterback with Jamel Holloway, Barry sent them to his guy to get mink coats. That's how Barry was moving at OU. That's how he was moving. He wearing the mink. You the quarterback. Hold on, let me hook you up with my guy. Let me get you a black meat and get you back up a white.
So hold on.
And
Jamel
literally wore one.
So hold on, Fish. The Ed Reed with the U. This movement wasn't like this.
Yeah, the U2, they was at the OU and Miami.
Yeah.
And Florida State. But Bowden was more, the teacher. He was cool, but he was the teacher. Right. Jimmy Johnson and Barry Switzer was the dude you want to hang out with having a drink at the bar as a player.
Right.
That's who they were. Right. That's how I tell you a story. This is how much juice Barry had. When they would go down to Texas and play the Red River rivalry, he always told CT and them, if you guys win, you don't have to come back till Tuesday for the meet. That means you can stay in Dallas Sunday, Monday, come back Tuesday, 6 o'clock for the meet. Right. CT overslept. It's a 3.5 hour drive, right? CT overslept. So tell you how the money was moving, he pushing the Porsche. That's how the money was moving at OU. My man CT was pushing the Porsche. Had King Charles the 6, which was his number on the license plate. He just pulled over in Gainesville, Texas, which is right before you cross the Red River to go in Oklahoma. When he said the dude came up to the car, highway patrolman, looked at him and said, "Aren't you Charles Thompson? Didn't you put on a show Saturday?" He said, "Yeah." Gave him a escort. Right. Out of jurisdiction from Texas to Norman. Wow, and then told Switzer, somebody tried to break into your guy's car. We had to run a report. I got him back as quick as I could. That he had juice in a whole nother state.
Crazy. That's crazy. But yo, I'm gonna get off. Man. Oh, boy, you already know what it is, boy. We gonna chop it up.
Good. What you were saying?
Huh?
The hottest thing I can think of before the Thunder when Urban Meyer was in Florida. No, Utah. He was in Utah when nobody knew about him, and he came to the Swamp. And he them drop. That was pretty hot, I thought.
But hold on, Lab City, Kobe said he have to win the title. No, no, we don't. See, this is what we fail to realize in sports. This is my opinion. To me, is how you lose. He's not. Let's not wait till he lose one game to go berserk and be disrespectful. You don't have to be undefeated to be great. Let's say they go to Oregon. And let's say that game they lose, but but it's a dog fight. Remember, bro, what he did, what he's doing already, he tripled their wins already.
That's what I was getting ready to get into.
And right now he playing with house money.
What are you talking about?
They had one win last year.
On.
You beat the Bucks, you stay undefeated till you play the Trojans.
Think about how hard it is what he did. He flipped that team.
Yeah.
He literally flipped that team. You're bringing
over.
No. Think about it. Let's say you got 60 guys on the team. He brought in 45 new guys that never played with each other as a unit. So for them to figure out in the game to make plays to win is remarkable in itself. That's amazing in itself.
But yo, you saw behind the scenes the spring, what do they call it? Spring training, or what they call it when they get together like around April.
Spring, you talking about spring ball?
Yeah. Yo, the stuff I was watching because they had the series on YouTube. I was like, I kind of was like, yo, he had those guys.
Hey, Turbo,
he was not.
Turbo, listen, Deion Sanders, he's gonna get kids drafted in the NFL that if they didn't play for Deion, they wouldn't even get looked at. Like, so that's what we really off. That's why I say he's the biggest thing in sports right now.
All sports.
All sports.
This is what I hate what they doing. Is they're saying, oh, he's got all these NFL guys. Look, every Power 5 school
has
can bring anybody from the league. Can bring anybody from the league on they sidelines or at practice. The difference is he's bringing dudes that these kids. You can bring a wide receiver that went to your school, went to Penn State. He bringing T.O. He bringing the guys who not only are flashy and they're him, but they're fundamentally sound. So T.O. ain't going to show you how to run through these drills and be clown.
Right.
He learned from Rice. Michael Irvin was a technician. He was one of the greatest route runners. He got Dennis Thurman, who was one of the DBs under Tom Landry with the Cowboys. He got Mathis, used to play with the Jets. He bringing dudes in who are technicians that look like them.
Yeah.
So you go to Florida, you can have Emmett on the sidelines if you want, but these kids, but Emmett relate to these kids.
Because he can bring the best out of you.
Exactly.
There you go. I got you, Lab City. I got you.
Yeah, yo, I'm gonna get it off, man.
Right,
Yo,
yeah,
boy, you already know what the deal is.
Turbo, yes,
Let's
sir.
go.
You already know. Yeah, listen, man. I just think one thing I'm about, we see something great, you got to get behind it. It should be no excuses. I don't want to hear all this nonsense. Listen, bro, what he's doing, Colorado right now, like I said, if you go there, you have the world looking at you. So like I said,
Yo, what's up, fellas? What's up?
City players that, once again, if they wasn't playing under Deion Sanders, I'm being honest, bro, you wouldn't even know about them.
Now, what is he doing for the culture? Yes. For the kids, yes. He's bringing in those kids into the school in Colorado, and they getting really an opportunity to play. Because if those kids was going to a regular, like, Alabama, LSU, them kids would be second string.
You just another number on the depth chart. You just another number on the depth chart.
They'll be one of those players. They'd be so talented, but they be a second string or a third string, or might not even play, and now just wasting eligibility. So what he's doing is phenomenal. You want to see former players and coaches like that. You want to go out there and play for him.
But you know what else is he doing? He doing something for every other sport. Because now you a ball player, you want to go to Colorado just to be in the mix with the football team. You want to be on campus because it's hot.
You want to be around somebody like him. You know what I'm saying? Because
when he showed up to the basketball game last year, it was a sellout.
Yep. Listen,
not to mention, you got Chauncey sitting upstairs.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, Colorado football right now every week is almost like
it's must see. It's you know what? Colorado right now is must see TV.
Yeah, that shit is. Listen, that shit is Thriller in Manila every weekend, bro. You know what that is?
That's, you know what I'm saying? It's box office. Like all the other games going on, he getting the main event game. He getting a nightcap game, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, prime time. He getting those. Last year they wasn't getting those shits. Come on, bro.
I know it's fire. He talked to his kid the whole game. He said, bro, you can do this. We're going to figure this shit out. He was with his son the whole game, bro.
It's not even, you can see it. You can see that those kids really want to play for him. You get what I'm saying? Like, the kids is all locked in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All type of race, they all locked in with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Being on that sideline, every coach is talking to those kids like it's their son, and they the only ones in the room. Right. And they being firm with what they telling them. But it always end with, you got this.
Yeah.
You're not out there. If we didn't get you can do it, you got this.
You're gonna beat the Ducks with that mentality.
Yeah, you got to do something to be productive on the floor.
Listen, man. Listen, what he's doing, I ain't never seen this shit before, and he got the sports world shook up. Once again,
he got all these big colleges getting mad because all the kids want to go play for him.
No, but it's also, remember, We all was kids. Imagine being a spoiled kid and then now you don't get your way no more. What happens? You start lashing out. Remember.
But you know what? All ball that we know the game. Certain people know the game, but certain people know how to get the best out of kids. Deion's showing a perfect example. I don't care who your mom's is. I don't care who your dad is. Blah, 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 blah. You want to play this game, you got to listen to what I'm telling you to do. We're going to make this all into one unit. We're going to win games together, and that's it.
Yeah.
And he's
that's a fact. That's a fact.
I don't care who. You was a big-time player at whatever school you came from, but nah, we rolling like this. If you don't want to roll, then cool. Look at all the kids that left.
Can you imagine how their defense will be in a couple of years? You got arguably you got the greatest defensive back in the history of the game coaching your secondary.
That's crazy.
Coaching your like Travis Hunter said. Where else I want to go?
If you go to YouTube and Google it, if you sit back and watch Prime Time's highlights, wow.
But hold on, hey Fish, give us, because some people may not understand. Give us the legendary coaching staff he got over there.
He's got the guy from Alabama as his defensive coordinator.
Right. Come on, bro.
He got Dennis Thurman from the Cowboys, who got 2 Super Bowl rings.
Come on, bro.
He got Kevin Mathis from the Jets.
Pay attention.
He had Troy Aikman on the field working with the quarterbacks at Jackson State.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
In the summer.
Come on, man.
People forget that. People forget Troy was the first one because Deion was Troy's guy. Deion and Urban was Troy's guy.
Yes, sir.
It's like
there is nobody who's not taking that call.
Right. Who's not gonna want to go over there?
Who's not taking that call?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Hey, come out here. I was watching it when he was at Jackson State. His son was popping off with T.O. So they lined up.
Right.
He left him on the snap. but you know what? That's fun though, because the kids that's from Florida, who was it? Deion, Irvin, Chad Johnson, Ray Lewis. They all used to work those kids out down to Florida every summer. So it was all about competition and fun. It was all competition. That's all these kids is doing at Jackson State. It's about competition. You working to get on the field.
That's the difference. That's the difference what Deion is doing. He's getting those kids around the pros.
But you know what else he's doing that people is not really looking at? I'm pretty sure we are though. I noticed in college football, of course, it's entertainment. A lot of the head coaches make it about themselves.
Right. Yeah.
Deion makes it about
the kids.
Right. So we know Shador, we know all them guys just as much as we know Deion. When you think of all them other legendary head coaches in college football, you don't know nobody but them. You know their name. You may know the top superstar.
Who's the quarterback for Alabama?
Exactly. Come on, bro.
Yeah, that's why you had to go back to Switzer and Jimmy Johnson and Bobby Bowden to know the coach and the players, because they let them do. Deion sat there and said last week, I told my players, and this is word for word what Mike Irvin said Jimmy Johnson told him. You do what you do when you score it, I'll take all the mess.
Right.
How many dudes you see from how many times do you see somebody score and they doing Deion's and they doing Deion step in the end zone?
The kid from Colorado State, he was mad disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. But that's remember, man, y'all gotta remember a guy coming to your house and like Fish said, take over everything. These guys is sick, man. These guys is sick.
So I remember a story. It was a Netflix special, if anybody saw it. When Bo Jackson visited their families, came through, like, yo, am I gonna go to Alabama? Right? They're both from Alabama. People don't realize, right? Both of those cities and the Alabama coach comes in, sits down with mommy and him, and the Auburn coach sits down with mommy. He said, bro, listen, it's kind of like Deion shit, I would think. He said, bro, you want to come here because we got to beat them.
Yeah.
Done.
That was what was it? Bear Bryant, Bo said Bear Bryant told him, if you come to Alabama, you might get a chance to start the end of your sophomore year, your junior year. He said Pat Dye told him, you come to Auburn, you start right away, and we looking to beat Bama.
Yeah.
But can you imagine NIL deals when I was in college?
Oh my God, come on, bro.
Think about this. When I was in college, Deion was at Florida State. Lynn Bias and Jordan had just left.
Wow.
And then you talk about Brian Bosworth had left 2 years prior. Because Bosworth was the first one that understood marketing as a player.
Who?
Bosworth created his own persona at OU. Can you imagine Deion, Bo, and Brian Bosworth getting an NIL deal back then?
Legendary.
Nobody would be able to touch it right now.
Well, fellas, listen, I'm gonna have to get out of here. I want real quick, everybody. I'll come on live tomorrow. I appreciate all y'all. Give me y'all prediction. Give me the Super Bowl, 2 teams playing, and who y'all got winning the Super Bowl.
Me, I can lead it off, or you want me to lead it off?
Yeah, go ahead, lead it off. Yeah, go ahead.
Right now, if I have to pick, it's the Fish, which is Miami.
Okay.
Frisco. Them two look good. I'm not a Dallas Cowboy fan, but bless up. I was gonna ask you the BCS on the college side, who goes to the championship game, was gonna be what I was gonna ask you before I leave. I want to know them two kids. But in the National Football League, for me, it's Miami Dolphins and San Francisco. And if I can add to it,
Go ahead.
I think in the college football championship, in the final BCS game, Georgia should be there, and the Trojans get there.
Okay, Fish. Give me your 2 Super Bowl contenders. Who winning?
I would say in the AFC, it's Kansas City until somebody shows they can beat them.
Kansas.
And
what's up, man? He said
other than the Eagles, I don't see anybody beating the Eagles because Dallas and San Francisco show they've been frauds.
Man said rematch.
They've been frauds for 20 years. They ain't, like I said, Dallas, San Francisco ain't won a Super Bowl since Deion played for it, right?
Right.
So think about that for a minute. All that noise San Francisco be talking, you ain't won since you had Steve Young and Ricky Ward. All that noise they talking. So unless they show themselves to be able to beat Philly, I see it as a rematch because everybody in the AFC showing Buffalo showing they frauds. I don't know if Miami can stay healthy a whole year because they just finesse on one side of the ball. They're not looking to hit. You know what I'm saying? You stop what's his name at receiver who threw it going to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't see nobody. But worst case, Kansas City just got their defensive lineman back. So
yeah. Hey, Lab City, give me your 2 contenders.
I'm gonna say Kansas City again, and like I said, it might be a rematch of the. If everybody stay healthy, everybody, I'm saying, this football, but hopefully it could be another rematch.
I'm gonna say I'm going for another rematch. And it hurts me to say this. Kansas City gonna repeat.
I got it.
New Orleans Saints they just got the fumble.
Okay. Did somebody just say in the comments when's the last time Philly won? They the quarterback just won a Super Bowl. Right, what are you talking about?
Right. Philly just won a couple years ago.
But Philly fans, wow, Philly fans is like KG and Paul Pierce. They had like that one championship is a 3-peat. You let Pierce tell it they won 4 in a row, and Philly act like they just been winning Super Bowl, like they got 8 Super Bowls.
When did the last time the Cowboys won?
Y'all,
exactly.
All it took was
1996.
They think they,
And San Francisco won before that because Dion left San Francisco to go to Dallas.
yeah. Every Dallas fan, they think they're gonna win every year.
Yeah, I know.
They do look good. They do look good.
They just played 2 HBCU teams. They just beat the Giants and the Jets. Congratulations. They the New York City PSL champs. The Dallas Cowboys are the PSL champs in New York. They beat the Giants and the Jets.
Yo, you also.
Listen, man. Listen, man. I appreciate y'all. Fish SBK Lab City. I know how we do. I'll be on live tomorrow. We gonna talk some basketball. Y'all already know.
All right,
my brother.
Man.
Yes, sir.
Later.